he said he's going to call a couple of the gals and see if they wanted to come along. And they're here with us this weekend. We're doing it Out of the Matrix weekend. As soon as the service is over at 1 o'clock, we'll be over there finishing it up. And they're here with us this weekend. Now, these young adults who started off so angry and depressed and sad and lonely are now, in that weekend, mentoring other young people on this process. And they're up there in front teaching others this material. Come up here. These are my kids. I'm so proud of these three. I really am.
Don't get started.
You're a little choked up here. I didn't tell them until they walked in the door that I was going to have them up here. You know? But they are so awesome. Let me grab this microphone over here. This one good, Rose?
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you guys if there's just anything that you would like to share about the experience you've had since you've gone through the program. Ben and Mariah were two of the very first kids that we worked with. Okay. And for the first class, I got to know the top of their heads. And yeah, they walked out a few times. They kept coming back. They kept coming back because something was speaking to them. And Rachel took the class with us our very first weekend that we did it as a weekend. She did that last summer with us. And if you'd like to really hear more in depth what these kids have done and who they really are and what they're going through, you can go to our website, outofthematrix.org, and you'll see a little testimonial page. I've got video clips of them on there. We've got them on YouTube now. We've got video clips of them talking about their life before the Matrix and after the Matrix. So I'm going to should we let the gals go first? All right, let's do that. Let's try to
Yeah.
So just, what can you share with them about your experience? So maybe what your life's like a little bit before and what it's like now. Just whatever you'd like to share, sweetie.
Alright, my life before was very, stressful. I didn't have good thoughts about myself and just didn't have good friends and just drank a lot, smoked a lot, and just didn't do good things. And now, I used to think I was stupid. Now I'm doing, straight A's. I got a job and all this good stuff. New friends, great boyfriend, and better relationship with my mom, and getting there with my dad, and just life is going great.
Yeah, she has done so good. Now, these two are sisters, you can tell. Okay. And this one right here, she's kind of a leader in the pack. She is. She really is. Who would you like to share with us, sweetie?
Okay. All right. Before I met Tony, my life, I'm going to be honest, was like hell. I was always furious with people, didn't get along with my dad, always trying to pick fights with my sister, always blaming other people. But after the program, I realized that problems that I have with others is because I have it with myself, and that's why it bothered me so much. And looking at other people, it's like looking through a reflection. I see Ben doing something I don't like, so I pick at him. I see Rachel doing something I don't like, I make fun of her. But it's really yourself that you have to look into and fix everything. So it's changed my life, and I really like it. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. And this gentleman is just awesome. You know? I don't know what to say about Ben. I'm going to let them say it.
Before out of the Matrix program, my life was miserable. I didn't go to school. I skipped school. Like Rachel said, I was doing stupid things. I got busted by police. I hung out with the wrong people. Was always with the wrong crowd, just trying to be cool and fit in. And getting really personal. I was on the verge of killing myself. And there was a lot of things that really just screwed up my life. And so.
Keep going, Ben. Keep going. Keep going, Ben.
After the program, I'm completely happy, completely successful. I've got all the friends I need. I'm happy whether I have friends or not. I don't judge people. And I understand everything that's inside of me. That's all I can really say.
So now do you see what I love, what I do so much? That's love. Now call it God, whatever you want to call it. That's love. The language doesn't matter. It's what's behind the words. Because we did not go in there and tell these kids they needed to get better grades. We didn't tell them they needed to study harder. We didn't tell them they needed to go home and do their chores and help their parents out. We didn't tell them they needed to quit fighting with the other kids. We didn't tell them any of that stuff. They figured that out on their own once they realized it was inside of them. They figured all that out on their own. I've got one more person here I have to acknowledge. Because not only is it the kids start saying, would you tell my parents this? Would you tell my parents this? Amen. And a lot of them have come in, a lot of them have listed. Some have gone through the weekend with us. But Mariah and Rachel's mom has actually got involved in our program. She's trained to be a mentor. She's trained to be an oracle. And she's just one awesome lady. Would you stand up and let us give you a big hand? So as you go out into the world, as you go out and go to your jobs every day, go as a teacher of God. Doesn't mean go preach. Doesn't go mean even use that language. It really does. It's a great section of the Course in Miracles. Talks about who are the teachers of God. And it says the teacher of God is simply someone who realizes that someone else's interest is not different than their own. That they're not separate from someone else. That they are a teacher of God. It says once they've had that realization that they are a teacher of God, whether they believe in God or not. That's a little different, isn't it? It's not about the word God. It's about realizing that we are all love. And when we get to this in here, and it starts shining out to the people, they get to remember that they're love. And these guys have remembered who they are. And I'm watching them help others remember who they are. Are we doing it in a spiritual language? No. But is it God's work? Absolutely. Absolutely. So as you go out and go to your jobs and do whatever it is you do it as a teacher of God. And remember, say this with me, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in me, God the good, omnipotent. And God is good. And so it is. God bless you.